Recently came across the Rowen Razor right here. Think I got an ad for it on one of the socials or what have you. And the price point is, not bad. Less than 50 bucks, I think, is where they're coming in at. They only have the one color, I think, right now. I would guess is probably about a mild version. I don't see it really being, it's definitely not aggressive. It's mild to a medium. Now, this is here because a lot of people have compared it to the Henson Razor. This is a Henson Razor. And at first glance, whenever you look at this, you think, yeah, that's definitely a copy. The shape of the head and everything. Try to get this in here for you. It definitely screams Henson copy. I agree. It shaves well. I have no complaints with the shave whatsoever. I have not compared like side by side shave with the Henson to see. And the thing too is I'd want to know, what it most compares with Henson wise. Oh, get in focus thing. Does it compare most with like a medium or mild, what have you? And that way we can have a fair comparison on a shave comparison test. Whenever you put them side by side, I don't know. I mean, it kind of looks like the head on the Rowen is slightly longer. Or is it just, yeah, I think it really is. If you get right up on, let's see, I'm trying to hold them side by side. Like I need a caliper here is what I need. Okay, so do I like it? No, I don't. And I tell you why, just real simply, despite how well it shaves or anything like that, the finish on it just looks bad. It's not a quality finish, or even if it is, the texture, whatever that is done in, looks cheap. It looks like cheap Chinese junk, for lack of a better word. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, that's purely aesthetic. If this were like a $10 or $15 razor, I'd be like, whatever. But pushing that $50 mark, it needs to look a little bit better. I don't know if other finishes will look like this, in the future, like if they bring in all the other colors and things. I don't know if mine just looks like this. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't like the way it looks. It was something I was considering, stocking, but I'm not going to, purely for that reason. And if it is in fact a copy of Henson, I don't want to carry it either, because I carry Henson, so I'd be kind of shooting myself in the foot, and I don't want a copycat. You know what I mean? I don't know that it is. Was it inspired by? Most definitely. Most definitely. You look at the channels and everything, and let's see. This might be the older design Henson. No, the older one had 2 channels on each instead of one big one. So yeah, some minor differences here and there. It looks like maybe this is kind of combining the old with the new. Who knows? I'll get in focus. So, or maybe that's just enough corners cut to not be, a patent infringement or anything like that. I think it's different enough. I really do. And I would say, okay, I don't know. This is just purely speculation. I don't think it is a direct copy, but I do think they were definitely inspired by it. So, who knows? And why not? I mean, there's plenty of things out there that look like something else, or you can tell had some influence on. I mean, just compare any double-edged razor. They all essentially look the same to a degree. When this first came out with twist opens, what have you. The list goes on. So our Henson here is in fact a mild, and I just put a blade in here. So let's look at the blade position, gap, and everything, and let's compare. And I would say it's harder to see with that silver on silver, but I would say we definitely have a pretty big difference in the two, wouldn't you? I mean, what do you think? And I think that's something that's going to be hard to beat Henson on. You know. Man, it's hard to tell. It's like the Henson pushes it down just a little bit more. So, you know, one might say, well, maybe this compares more to a medium. Well, I'm not going to load a medium up and test or whatever. I think you really just need to shave with them both side by side to kind of get a better comparison. This shaves very mildly for me. The Rowen does. And I mean, there's not a ton of difference between Henson's mild and mediums anyway, you know, just ever so slightly, you know, in feel and everything. Even their aggressive is a beautifully mild aggressive. Absolutely phenomenal razor, if you ask me. But, yeah, that's them. You know, works well, seem to be built well. Just the finish is just not for me. Yeah, that's all.